In the heart of Abia village, where the scent of roasted maize filled the air and the elders sat under the great Udara tree telling stories, there lived a man called Odogwu. Odogwu was no ordinary man. His tongue was as smooth as freshly tapped palm wine, and his words, oh, they melted hard like shea butter under the sun. He had a smile that could weaken the strongest maiden and a voice that carries the promises of paradise. But inside his heart, he was nothing but a wolf in a sheep's clothing. Odogwu had a habit, a wicked one. He would go around promising young maidens love and marriage, making them dream of a future filled with happiness. He would whisper sweet words into their ears at the stream, buy them gifts at the market, and even kneel before their mothers, swearing by the gods that he would make their daughters his wife. But once a maiden gave herself to him, everything changed. One by one, they would wake up to find him gone. His words of love nothing but memory. They would search for him in shame, hoping to remind him of his promises. But when they found him, he would sit with his friends, chewing on sugar cane, laughing as if their pain was a joke. Ah, these girls are too easy, he would boast. A little sweet talk, and they will follow you like a goat to be slaughtered. His friends would burst into laughter, clapping their knees in amusement. But the gods do not sleep, and the earth never forgets. One evening, as the village prepared for the New Yam festival, a maiden unlike any other arrived. Her name was Umuagu. Her beauty was like the morning sun reflecting on a clear river. Her skin glowed like freshly pressed palm oil, and her smile could make even the strongest man weak. When she walked, the beads on her waist sang, and when she spoke, her voice was like a music. Odogwu saw her and his heart jumped. This one, he whispered, licking his lips. This one must be mine. He straightened his agbada, dusted his feet, and approached her with the same sweet words that he deceived many before. Nwanyi Oma, where have you been all my life? He asked, flashing his best smile. Umuagu tilted her head and gave him a slow, knowing smile. Where you have not searched, she replied. Odogwu was hooked. For the first time, a maiden made him chase. Umuagu did not fall easily. She played with him, teased him, made him work for her love. Days turned into weeks, and for the first time, Odogwu was the one losing sleep. When she finally agreed to visit his hut, he felt victorious. He had won again. Oh, so he thought. That night, as Odogwu reached for Umuagu, the air in the room changed. A sudden wind blew, snuffing out the lantern. The wall trembled, and a deep, chilling voice filled the room. Odogwu, the deceiver of maidens, your time has come. Odogwu's heart slammed against his ribs. Who are you? He stammered. Umuagu slowly rose from the mat, her form shifting. Her once beautiful face twisted, her eyes glowing like a firefly's in the dark. Her voice, once soft and sweet, now echoed with power. I am not just a maiden. I am the spirit of vengeance, sent to punish you for your wickedness. Odogwu fell to his knees. Please, I didn't mean to. Silence! The spirit's voice shook the hut. For every tears you've caused, for every maiden you've deceived, I place a curse upon you. From this day forward, your manhood shall no longer be between your legs. It shall sit upon your head for the whole world to see. Thunder clapped. The ground trembled, and sharp pain shot through Odogwu's body. He screamed. He clutched his head and screamed again. His friends, hearing his cries, rushed to his hut. When they saw him, they fell back in horror. There on his head stood his manhood, dangling like a ripe plantain. The whole village gathered. Women gasped, men shook their heads, and elders sighed. The gods have spoken, they said. A man who mocks others will one day be mocked. From that day on, Odogwu would no longer hide his shame. He became the laughingstock of the village. His once proud head now a symbol of disgrace. He tried to hide, but no matter how he wrapped his head, the truth was always visible. And so, in Abia village, whenever a man tried to deceive a woman, the elders would warn, "Remember, Odogwu, if you play with fire, you may wake up with your manhood on your head." Have you learned anything from this story? Remember, what goes around comes around. The gods do not sleep, and the wicked will always reap what they sow. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more thrilling African tales. And tell me in the comment section, what would you have done if you were in Odogwu's shoe? Let's talk about it in the comments.